The insurance company is not your friend. They just aren't. The insurance companies don't want you to know what's in this video. They want you to not do any of the things that I'm going to tell you need to do. And a lot of lawyers won't take the time to tell you these things. And these things are going to help you possibly protect your friends, your family members, and other people who you might know or care about. The bottom line is, if you don't do these 3 things that I'm telling you to do, you could be one of those callers trying to figure out why no one's calling you back, not understanding anything that's going on. You get taken advantage of and end up permanently injured and paying for it out of their own pocket. Not just medically, but suffering every day, paying for it that way. Totally confused, and that's not something I want to have happen to you. And if you've made the mistake of not following these 3 things and not been able to find a lawyer to take your case, take these things to heart and make sure it never happens to anyone else you know. Whether you've been involved in a car accident, whether you've suffered a traumatic brain injury, a burn injury, whether you've slipped and fallen or were hit in the head by a flying object, believe it or not, in LA, a lot of people get hit in the head by flying objects. It's a crazy thing. So there's a lot of different things that are going on here that you need to be concerned with. You know, I focus on accident cases, so I'm an expert in this profession. I had been injured very badly. I could have very easily lost my life. It was just a horrible experience all around. I felt like the attorneys were very arrogant and they really didn't understand me, almost like they'd spent their whole life in school and they didn't understand how to deal with regular people who have regular jobs. And a lot of lawyers won't take the time to tell you these things for God knows why, but I'm gonna share some of these secrets because no one's really sharing them. 1, get a lawyer. Obviously, you need to get an attorney, but you don't know what to do. Get a lawyer. Get a good one who you feel comfortable with. If you like your lawyer, that's a good thing. But now, do you trust them? Well, how do you know if you can trust them? Well, unfortunately, you usually don't know until after you've already signed up your case because they're on their best behavior waiting to get that ink to paper. They don't ever really tell you that you have the right to get out of your contract with them and get another lawyer if you're not happy with them. Usually, they don't say anything about that. So, hey, one question you might want to ask them is, what types of experts do they use in their accident cases to prove damages? They don't have an answer for you right then and there, or they got to think about it. It's probably somebody who really just settles cases quickly and doesn't go the extra mile. So there's a lot of different things you need to be concerned with when you're hiring a lawyer, but you have to do something to protect yourself legally and financially. You should take an ambulance, generally speaking, so you have a record that the injuries were caused by this particular accident, whether it was a slip and fall or whatever. A lot of times the store manager at a grocery store doesn't take a report, so the only record you have is your trip to the hospital in an ambulance from that location. Remember that insurance companies don't want to give you money, or if they do want to give you money, they want to give you as little as possible. Number 2, the insurance company is not your friend. So
I waited patiently to hold you in my heart.
you're gonna have to talk to your insurance company, right? Because your insurance contract requires you to make best efforts to resolve the claim amicably. But you're gonna be dealing with an insurance adjuster who's a professional, and you're not a professional. These people are professionals. It's like playing a card game with Wyatt Earp when you're dealing with an insurance adjuster. Don't think you're gonna win unless you've got someone on your side who's just as fast of a draw as him. Don't let anyone direct your life. You be the leader of your life. You be in charge. Don't let an insurance company try to do anything to befriend you or delay you, because what they're trying to do is make sure that a huge gap exists from the first time you seek medical treatment and go back. Their main goal to make sure that the case sucks for you and is great for them. Don't sell your car. Don't sell your motorcycle. Don't leave it in the tow yard, guys. You're gonna get charged for that. You have a duty to mitigate your damages. That means you have a duty to take steps to not generate bills for yourself or someone else. In many ways, it's your own responsibility to get yourself and your family back on track financially. It doesn't make you a bad person to call a lawyer to help you get that money. It's yours. You just have to get it. The last thing I want to tell you, lawyers are looked at as, a lot of them, just jerks, because there is that sort of history of personal injury lawyers being scumbags. Speaking for myself, I don't chase ambulances, but I do care about people, especially people with kids, because let's face it, every time you step out of your house, you could get hurt. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Remember, don't ever give a statement to any insurance company, yours or the other side, until you talk to a lawyer.